Does the colonizer have the right to exist on the land of the indigenous people? By now, I'm sure we've all seen the foolishness of white South African refugees escaping an imaginary genocide. I didn't come here for no foolishness. And we are all aware of the many actual genocides happening at this very moment and the perpetrators. When I was in South Africa, one of the most infuriating things was learning that the European 10% minority of the population held 90% of the wealth. That shit boiled my fucking blood. These are the Afrikaners who think you could just change the spelling and pronunciation and now you're African. Bitch, you're Dutch. All right, let's look at how they got that 90% of the wealth. Ding, 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 through genocide. From the 1600s on, they've been decimating indigenous populations like the Khoisan, one of the oldest groups of human beings on the planet. 80% were wiped out by the 1800s. Now, what really kicked this moment off is Julius Malema, God bless him, leading 50,000 real South Africans in a stadium singing a protest song from the 80s that goes, "Kill the farmer, brr, pa." Niggas really mad because how hot the song was, I'm not gonna hold you. And yeah, they're incendiary lyrics, but the indigenous South Africans have never successfully killed the farmers in mass. But you know who has? The British actually had a cattle killing movement to starve the Xhosa people in the 1850s, where 40,000 died of famine. So who's really killing the farmers? Overarching point being hundreds of thousands of South African people have been killed and oppressed before, during, and after apartheid to steal their land and make those farms. So we come back around to the right to exist. What this becomes a question of is, do the colonizers have a right to exist? Does the United States have a right to exist? And I can never tell you they do. Just because the United States made up some shit called Manifest Destiny does not mean they had the right to wipe out the Native Americans through genocide and work the land with slave labor. Does it exist? Yes. And we are dealing in realities right now. So I'm not saying mass murder is the answer, because I always say you can't dismantle the master's house using the master's tools. But one of the master's primary tools is to designate himself as the only one with the right to violence. They didn't acquire the land by righteous means, and so they have no right to determine what methods of resistance are acceptable.
Kichima, Chipram Konto, Alliance, shoot to kill, Hamaza, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer, brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa, attention.